And Kent, we're about to start the Ike Gauntlet. Here we go. Start.
Cool.
Oh, we're rocking, and I've got it floored. Now, we're not going to see how fast this goes, but we're going to see how it tows. We will time this, but the time is not as important as how it tows.
Right. We've got a problem with some of these vehicles with mirrors and seeing the trailer back there. And you know, this is probably, we had heavy traffic today. It's a Friday, a lot of skiers up here.
Yeah, and you know what? You put your finger right on top of it. I can't see around the outside of this truck. I think you need towing mirrors if you're going to tow with this thing.
Yeah, or at least extensions, and we'll probably start using extensions on it so we can see better, because it's, you know, unless with the car trailer you can see past the fender wells better, but that's the whole thing about being safe. But we're up here with, you know, high traffic.
But I think that this is the kind of truck that a rich person would buy, especially at an assessed price of $90,000, right?
Yeah, this is not the redneck mobile, I'm sure.
No, this is, you got the wrong hat, man. You should be wearing one of those equestrian hats in here.
Yeah, I should have my different Stetson, but...
The interior of this Lexus is awash in leather and wood. Everywhere, everything is soft and supple. It feels expensive because it is expensive. If you look at this Lexus and compare it to the new design language, you'll find the new stuff is much more industrial, is probably not the right word, but certainly technical, much more angular, much more manly in some ways. This feels a lot softer, a lot, well, older, and that's because this is an older model. But overall, you know, I still feel like I'm getting my money's worth, even though that money is $90,000.
Yeah, this is actually the first Lexus SUV I've been in. I've been in a lot of the 4Runner Toyotas and Sequoias, but yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. These lights are bothering me because I have no idea what they're going to do. If they don't give you a warning, what's happening? But anyway, a new thing on the road. We got some new traffic lights. But yeah, and this is great power out of this puppy, and it's a 3.9 rear-end axle ratio, so I like all that for a towing vehicle. That all makes sense. But they only give it a 7,000-pound towing rating. For me, looking at the numbers of the engine and the ratio and the 6-speed automatic, I would think they would go higher, but that's up to them.
You know, this Toyota engine, also in the Tundra, I got Tundra on my brain, also in the Tundra, is very powerful. I mean, it is pulling this trailer up like candy. Well, I have said that, and I just floored it, and nothing happened, dude. I'm floored now. Now we are wide open throttle.
Yeah, and that was similar to the Navigator. The Navigator, when you floored it, it kind of sat there and slowly went faster. I don't know if that's a luxury thing where they don't want to jerk you around if you're drinking your latte or whatever it is.
Yeah, but that had its EcoBoost. That thing had that turbo, which helps up here.
This luxurious Lexus SUV, we're towing 5,600 pounds. It has the lowest towing capacity of the SUVs, the luxury SUVs we've been towing, at 7,000 pounds. That's why we've had to go to a lighter weight trailer. We've got a weight distributing hitch on this from Anderson, so we're all set to be a very good steady load. Now this is not the Bronco on the car trailer, this is the horse trailer. And even though it's covered and it's got the nose, this has similar drag. I mean, you got the nose, if this was a gooseneck it'd be different, but you got the wind hits this after it rolls off the vehicle, where on the Bronco it goes farther back. I would say this actually has more wind resistance than what that flatbed with the Bronco has on it. But we've got this loaded down with center blocks and a Kawasaki 300 ATV.
Yeah. By the way, guys, the Ike Gauntlet is a timed run from Silverthorne to the top of the Eisenhower Tunnel. It is an extreme test of a truck's towing ability. We are at a lot of altitude, about 9,000 to 11,000, so that means we're down about 30% in horsepower, so realistically we're less than 300 horsepower right now, and that's why I've got to floor it. Okay, I'm exceeding the speed limit a little bit. I have to move over now because there's a truck coming ahead of us, but we should be okay.
Gotta find that fast lane.
Gotta find the fast lane, yeah. But I'm amazed at how quiet this is.
Yeah, I was noticing, it's a very solid vehicle, but I hear engine on this, and I'm surprised I can hear the engine at all in such a luxury
It's
vehicle.
working hard, man.
Is that are we redlining?
We're redlining.
4,000. Yeah.
We're averaging 4.3 mpg.
Yeah, that's, the last three of these big ones that we've tested, luxury SUVs, they've all been 8-passenger. I think you'd have to be fairly small to fit in the third row of this, but I really like that tailgate combination. You got a tailgate that folds down, a lift gate plus another lift gate. Tailgates to me are so usable like a truck. I mean, you can work on stuff back there, whether it's your cameras or whatever you're playing with.
There's a thing I like to say, and that's called being Lexified. And what that means is that people who drive Lexuses have this kind of sense of what a car should be like. The suspension should be very soft. We've got adjustable shock absorber, so we have it in soft right now. It should be very quiet, but there isn't a lot of connection or feeling to the road. And when you're towing, none of that matters. It's all about kind of power and how the truck does. And this truck, well, it's a Lexified truck because it's very quiet.
Yeah,
it's very smooth.
It's very smooth. Bumps are not bothering us a bit. Now, is it swaying at all? Does it feel good?
No, it's not. It's not swaying at all. So under this hood, we have the same engine that's basically in the Tundra, except that for some reason this 5.7 has 2 more horsepower and 2 more torques. 383, 403 combined. It's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it feeds power to all 4 wheels. It should be plenty of power to take this trailer up the hill. Unlike some of the other truck-based SUVs that we tested, right? Those felt like trucks, especially the GMC.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell that was a truck. The Ford, the Navigator, that was kind of a funky hybrid, but this definitely feels like you are in the lap of luxury. And maybe it's also because of all the leather and wood and all the amenities that I have around me. I mean, you should see all these switches I have here.
Right. I think it's cool. It's got a hand emergency brake.
I know. I love that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I wish they all had that. Yeah, room for them. Because that foot thing, you can't see. It's dark down there. If you got mud on, you got mud all over you, and it flies off. But yeah, I like the handbrakes.
So let me ask you this: with a 7,000-pound towing rating, right? How many horses can you put back there?
Well, that you could be at 7,000. The trailer say 4,000. So 3 horses, yeah, you can haul 3 horses.
Yeah, but how about all the dressage stuff? I'm just thinking of this. That's a lot of gear.
Yeah, and the people that, there'd be a lot of people in that 100 jumper class, dressage class, that would probably be driving something like this, and they'd more than likely would be taking their horse to the vet or taking their horse to a local jump. They would, if they're doing the big events cross country, they would hire somebody to do it.
Or they'll have
they would hire somebody. But that's the difference between money and no money is you hire people or you drive yourself.
All right, so I can see you towing like a very nice fishing boat, maybe a power boat, something like that in this. I mean, that I could see. But, if you do need to tow, this does tow less than the competitors. But it seems to be doing it just fine.
Yeah, I think it does as well as the majority of the ones we've driven. And this is our fourth luxury SUV.
Now, coming down the hill, obviously there is no tow haul mode in this, so I had to actually manually shift it. So I put it in third, and I really got going fast. I put it in second, and it did well. I mean, the engine braking manually did really well.
Inside the horse trailer, we have not water totes, but we have a 4-wheeler, an ATV Kawasaki 300, and it got center blocks stacked around to balance the load. We got center blocks in the dressing room in the front, center blocks back here.
Now it just shifted up, and it's still maintaining 60. This is where it gets really steep.
Yeah, that's a very smart thing to remember, because these new transmissions, they'll lock the torque converter up in most of the gears except like first. And so it's like a manual transmission if you want to use it that way. That's why they got rid of the manual transmissions and they replaced it with lock-up torque converters, and that's what you see. And so if you want to control the ride, you can do it. A lot of people that live in the mountains, they like shifting. They like to be able to slow themselves down with engine braking, and they've been driving manuals for years, and now they're getting used to the manual shifting these automatics.
Yeah, so it does represent the brand, and I have to tell you, I'm really partial to this Tundra engine. I know it's not the most fuel efficient, and I mean that seriously because we're down to 3.9, but that thing is just a brute.
Yeah, and 5.7 just sounds cool. The old 350.
Yeah,
that's the most common engine there used to be in my day.
Yeah. It's like a tank of an engine, and it just says, bring it on, give me more, give me more. Style-wise, I'm not in love with this truck. It just there's too much going on. It's too kind of Tokyo chic, but. In terms of driving and towing, it's doing really well. Right now, I'm still floored, and we're getting to the very top of this thing, so we're about to hit the end. And time-wise, we did really well. I'll give you a little hint. There it is. You see that? We're almost at the end of it.
Well, this truck is staying in the power band. It keeps those RPMs up. It's good for that.
This Lexus competes with other three-row luxury vehicles like the new QX, of course the Cadillac Escalade, and style-wise, it's okay. It's kind of big and meaty and bold, fills out that big boy suit. So yeah, it's big in a kind of ham-fisted sort of way. Yeah, it's mapped really well. Just when it starts to slow down, boom, it downshifts, the power comes on. And you know what? I love the sound of that engine too. I know it's a Lexus and you shouldn't hear it, but when that power hits, I love that sound. Let's listen. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're addicted to V8s. We just can't help it. We all grew up driving V8s.
Yeah, that is the sound of power, my man. This is going to be a clean run. I can't believe we got a completely clean run in this traffic.
The light didn't turn red on us.
And here we go. Stop. There we have it. Look at that. 742 with 3.8 mpg.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's 3.8, dude.
Yeah. And 5,600 pounds. We're not maxed on this, but that's a good run because it won't tow what the other SUVs did.
Yeah. So the reason we're doing all these SUVs, of course, now is because we're getting ready to have the TFL's first annual Gold Hitch Award, basically awarding the best towing truck in the land. And now we've got the Lexus in the running.
Yes, this is a very nice vehicle. I mean, of course, I couldn't pay $90,000 for one, but that's not my choice. It'd be somebody else's that really likes the luxury. If you've got your Lexus car at home, your SUV would probably be a Lexus.
It's based on the Land Cruiser, and so it's got all that off-road goodness built into it. But it also tows. Hey, that's a pretty good combination. Of course, the little chink in the armor is that it will not tow as much as the competitors. So if you really want to get up there heavy, if you want to go that fourth horse, you're going to have to go for like the Yukon. As always, this is Roman and
Kent.
MrTruck.com. Check that out for all your towing needs, all your hauling needs, all your hitch needs. Thanks for watching, and remember, check out TFLTruck.com for more news, views, and of course, luxury towing reviews.
Oh, this is just awesome. My first Lexus ride.
We are living large, my man. We are living large.
We are. This is champagne.
I don't think they meant to have guys with cowboy hats in here.
Oh, well, this is like a hunter hat.
Oh, okay. All right.